spokesperson. The Amnesty International has yesterday published a report on the strikes by Pakistan in Kabul and the alleged one on, as they said, on a hospital of sorts, without much new evidence. What is Pakistan's response on the matter?
Yes, this report was published and we have seen the report. We completely reject the allegations made by Amnesty International. It is unfortunate that such serious allegations have been presented without any credible evidence. The Taliban regime continues to maintain a permissive environment for a range of terrorist organizations, including Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, the Balochistan Liberation Army, and other affiliates. The freedom to undertake terrorist activities allowed to these listed organizations, their access to bases and sanctuaries on Afghan soil, as well as ability to recruit, finance, and execute cross-border attack, constitutes a serious threat to regional peace and security. Thousands of innocent Pakistani citizens have been martyred and injured because of Pakistan's terrorist attacks, which have been planned, financed, supported, and carried out from Afghan soil, all under the watch and patronage of active facilitation by the Taliban regime. No responsible state can remain passive when its civilians and security forces are repeatedly targeted. Any military strikes by Pakistan were undertaken in exercise of its right to self-defense under principles of necessity and as a measure of last resort, and directed only and exclusively, and let me repeat, directed only and exclusively against terrorists and their logistical support bases in Afghanistan. Pakistan's response was proportionate to the level of threat, while strictly adhering to the principle of distinction and precaution and proportionality. The scale and scope of this action reflected restraint, particularly in light of the severity and frequency of terrorist attacks faced by Pakistan. Pakistan rejects any insinuation in this regard otherwise. Pakistan calls upon the Amnesty International and the international community at large to direct rigorous scrutiny towards the Taliban regime's continued patronage of terrorist groups. The root causes that this report to address the root causes that this Amnesty International report has conspicuously uh, failed to address. We also urge the international community to hold the Afghan Taliban regime accountable for its failure to uphold its obligations under the relevant United Nations Security Council resolution, its own commitment of the Doha Agreement, and other related commitments to prevent Afghan soil from being used as a launchpad for terrorism. Pakistan reserves the right to take all necessary measures in order to safeguard its sovereignty, territorial integrity, and safety and security of its people. I thank you.